Hi everybody, I'm Beth. I'm the Steadfast Stitcher, and this is my Flosstube channel where we talk mostly about cross stitch. Today is Tuesday, May 3rd, 2022, and May means Stitchmania. Exciting stuff. I love watching all the Stitchmania videos. It is a lot of fun to see. So this is also my second year of doing Flosstubes. I started May 1st of 2020, right when we were in the middle of lockdown. So this is kind of exciting. 2 years doing Flosstubes, and I'm still loving it, every minute of it. I love your comments. I love all the great feedback, and I really appreciate you all joining me. Now today I have got a new start to show you, some WIPs, just a couple WIPs, haul, plans for Stitchmania and my WIPGO board, and I have a little giveaway at the end, so stay tuned. Now first up, I wanted to ask a quick question of all of you because I do appreciate all your opinions. Now, I know that you can watch this whenever you want, so I can put it up tonight and you can watch it a week from now or 2 weeks from now, whenever. But normally I do film on Saturdays, every other Saturday, but with spring here and the weather improving, I am definitely getting out and exploring my new home more, my new home state of North Carolina. And I'm finding that weekends are getting a lot fuller, whereas I tend to stay home on weeknights. So I was curious how you would feel about my changing my every other week recordings to a weeknight. Now again, I said you can watch this whenever you want. But I was thinking about changing to weeknights to free up my weekends for exploring, visiting friends and family, and all of that. In fact, I just came back from a quick trip down to Florida, less than 24-hour trip down to Florida, to celebrate my uncle's birthday, his 90th. And that was a lot of fun, and he was so surprised and so happy. It was fantastic, and I'm really glad I made that trip. But anyways, let me know in the notes below if you have any thoughts or feelings on switching to doing Flosstubes on a weeknight. Maybe Tuesday nights, every other Tuesday, or something along those lines. But thank you if put a comment below. Okay, so first up, my WIPs. I showed in my last video, I had just started a pattern from Stitchrovia, and I need to get it done in a fairly big hurry. So it is Welcome to the World. And isn't that the sweetest pattern? I love it. She puts out the cutest patterns. They're so adorable. So it's Welcome to the World, and obviously it's a gift for somebody, and I need to get it done quickly. So that's going to be my biggest focus for May. When I last showed it to you, this is where I was at. And this is where I'm at now. So I'm kind of pleased. I've made a good bit of progress on this. So yeah, I've gotten a good bit done since the last time you saw this. And like I said, this is such a fun pattern. It's really enjoyable to stitch on. It's got good blocks of color. There's no real confetti in this. It's just fun to work on. So yeah, I'm having fun with this one, and I'm hoping, my goal is within the next 2 weeks to get this finished. Now I'm doing really good on the stitching part. The back stitch I'm going to do at the end, and there is quite a bit of back stitching in this. But again, really enjoyable pattern, and I have a feeling that the person that I'm giving this to is really going to enjoy it as well. So that's my Stitch Rovia. Now, I only put 300 stitches in this one, and it's kind of hard to tell because white doesn't seem to show up on this fabric very well on the camera. When I'm looking at it, it looks great, but on the camera, it doesn't seem to show up. So let's see how it works this time. So this is a Twin Peaks primitive winter piece that was a freebie for a few days, and now it's available for sale, but I did pick it up when it was a free pattern. I can't resist free patterns. So this is where I was at before, and like I said, 300 stitches, but it's hard to see because a lot of it was white, but I think you can see some of the white in there. I did a good portion of the cardinal here, and I realized that I was missing the color right in here for the cardinal, so I need to go pick that up. And so it's a lot of B5200 for the snow. So I've put some of it a little bit all over the place on this. This is going to be a really pretty pattern when it's done. It may be a gift because I just think it's a very sweet winter theme. And yeah, it may be a gift, or I may finish it and find I really don't want to part with it, but we'll see. And my new start is Matter in Hand Sal. Well, the pattern is Matter in Hand by Jeanette Douglas, and on Instagram you can find this as Matter in Hand, hashtag Matter in Hand Sal. See if you can see like all the little elements to this. It is such a pretty pattern. And now I'm doing this as a sal with a Daydream Stitcher, Daybreak Stitcher, Cup of Stitches, and there's a couple other people, Maroony Crafts, I believe. There's a few other people that are starting it as well, and it is really enjoyable. So I did get a start on this yesterday. I planned to start it on Sunday, but I was exhausted after I got home from Florida. I ended up sleeping like 11 and a half hours. I guess I was a little tired. So that's that. And, oh, I am also keeping this in my newest project bag from Patchwork Crossing. And let me show this, because I absolutely love cardinals and I love birch trees, and yeah, this project bag was perfect. Thank you, Colleen from Patchwork Crossing. This is just beautiful. Let's see if you can see the little cardinal on this zipper fob here. Just adorable. So I'm using most of the call for colors with a couple DMCs. And I am using Bee Stitch Me Oat, and this is 27 count Linda, and I'm stitching 1/1. So I put in 300 stitches on this, and that's where I'm at right now. Now I'm thinking I started the white inside the hoop, but I really can't. It's not really showing up well on camera at all. And I might wait until I get the letters that are inside the hoop done first and see how I feel about the white after that. But I may change that up to maybe a pale gray or something along those lines. So it shows up a little bit better on this fabric. But yeah, this is 27 count Linda from Bee Stitch Me, and I just love this color. This isn't the first time I'm using oat on a project, and I really enjoy this. It's got some modeling to it, but it is very, very subtle. So there's my start on Matter in Hand. And very difficult to put down. It's going to be hard. I know I need to go back to my Stitchrovia piece and get that baby sampler done, but I started this last night and I just did not want to put it down, and I still don't want to put it down, but I'm like, oh, you need to finish the baby sampler. Right. That is all my WIPs for the week since my last video. Now my plans, first is my WIPGO. So I haven't been showing my WIPGO board very often, but here is what my WIPGO board looks like, and this is without it being marked up or anything. My May calls were to work on a full coverage piece and a Stitchrovia piece, which is perfect because that's the baby sampler. I had one other month that I didn't complete, and that was February, and that was a Quaker piece I needed to work on. So I'm going to try and get my one piece left from February done this month as well. Not finished, fully finished, but get my stitches in that I had set up for February. Now, so we have my full coverage piece is from Heaven and Earth Designs, and it's Tree of Life by Ciro Marchetti. I love this one. So this is what the pattern looks like. Just gorgeous. Look at all the colors and all the animals. It's wonderful. And this is where I'm at. This has not come out in a while, and I don't have any good explanation for that other than it just hasn't. I haven't given up my love of full coverage. I'm just finding all the other things that I want to stitch too. As you can see, I'm right up in the border on this, and it goes all the way around with those little red diamonds and kind of a gold frame. And I'm doing this on 28 count easy grid over 1/1. And so hopefully I can get some good progress on this since it's out as a WIPGO piece this month. Water time. I keep glancing out the window because we're supposed to get some really big thunderstorms tonight, so hopefully I can get the video done and uploaded before those hit. Now, my Quaker that I mentioned that is from February is Quaker Virtues by Boggan Stitches. And I am doing this all in, oh, hold please. Oops, I dropped the floss. I'm doing Quaker Virtues all in 4505, which is called Heathered, and it's DMC. If you can see, the colors in that are gorgeous. I just love working with this color. My first time using this one, but it is not going to be my last. So I haven't had this out in a while either, so I'm really glad to have it out again. And this is where I'm at currently. But can you see the colors? Oh, I love it. I did pull out one of the colors that is in Heather and just stitching the border around that big medallion in the one kind of lavender color, and I just think it's gorgeous. And I am doing this on 25 count Potato Lugana over 1. So generally, Stitchmania 2 years ago, I did, I think I did 20 new starts. And that was my very first Stitchmania and my first time doing Flosstube. And it was a blast. I had so much fun doing it and doing the videos. And this year will be kind of a more mellow version of Stitchmania because I do need to get that one baby piece done, and I'm going to do my WIPGO pieces. And then once I get my goals on those 3 things done, I plan on picking up as many pieces as possible and doing 200 stitches on each and just rotating. And I'm not going to use a spinning wheel or a Tiny Decisions app or anything like that. I'm just going to pick out what I feel like working on and put 200 stitches in it and then go on to the next and going on to the next and see how many I get work in on this month. I know I definitely want to work on my Mirabilia because that is just gorgeous. And let me show you where I'm at with that. And this one hasn't come out in a bit, so I am looking forward to having this out again. This is on Fabric Flare, and it's 28 count. Let's see if you can see it. Let me do it like this. Oh, it's got kind of a meadow down here, and I'm just working on her dress, and the colors are gorgeous. And she plays the violin in this one, and it's called Garden Prelude. And really surprising myself how much I'm enjoying stitching on this, and I can't wait to get back to it. So that is definitely one of my plans, to get at least 200 stitches in this month. And we'll see where we go from there. Now, before I get to haul in the giveaway, I want to just do my little shout out so I don't forget this time to someone that is also under 1,000 subscribers. And in this case, she is very close to hitting 1,000. And I think all of us Flosstubers, we know that the 1,000 is kind of a golden number, and it's something to celebrate and get excited over. And I believe last time I looked earlier today, she was at 988. So she is super close. Myself, I am, I think, 90 away from hitting 1,000. So I'm getting a little excited, and I can't wait to do like several giveaways when I hit 1,000. But so anyways, the under 1,000 subs club today is Grace Note Stitches. That is Corinne and Colleen. And I just recently started watching their channel. As a matter of fact, it was their 24 hours of cross stitch videos that I started with. And confession time, the main reason I went to go watch them is because one of my favorite Flosstubers, Hannah Dowling, was on their channel that weekend. But I really enjoyed it. I like the way, you know, how they interact together. They're fun, they're funny. They also have a Facebook group, and they have Grace Note Fabrics, which is hand-dyed fabrics, and definitely go check them out because they have got some beautiful fabrics on Facebook. I will link their Facebook page below, and I'll also link Grace Note Stitches YouTube Flosstube channel. But do go check them out. and give them a little love, and so they can hit that 1,000 subscriber mark. I'm excited for them. Now, on to haul. So, I blame this first one entirely on Hannah Dowling. I've seen her pull this one out, and she's working on it a couple of times, and I keep looking at the finished picture from Heaven and Earth Designs and going, oh, wow, that's really gorgeous. Do I want to stitch that much black? If you look at the pattern on 25 count, it calls for 44 skeins of black. 44. Now, granted, I'm not going to be stitching it on 25 count. It'll be more like 28 or 32 count. That's still a lot of black. But, oh man, is it gorgeous. And, of course, Heaven and Earth Designs had a sale. So, yeah, I bought it. This is the magic book. I mean, look at that. I adore that. I can't wait to start stitching on it, but it will probably not be until 2023 or when we do the, I'm trying to think what they call it in the New Starts group, but at the very end of the year, you can start like basically whatever to put 200 stitches in it if you want to carry it over and do no new starts in 2023. Excuse me. I'm not 100% sure if I'll do no new starts in 2023, but I have enjoyed working on my whips and this year. So we'll see what happens. There's still, you know, even though this year is flying and it's already May, we'll see what happens if I do no new starts again in 2023, but it's a possibility. So yeah, the magic book will probably get started at year end or when they do their next album sweep and you get a freebie start, which I believe is the end of August. So we'll see. I have got a few things on my list that I want to start. More than a few things. I have a pattern collection problem. It's an entirely separate hobby. Okay, so there's this one magic book. And, you know, Haid was having a sale, and you can't let a pattern travel alone, even if it's digital. So that's not the only one I got. The next one is another artist that I really love on Heaven and Earth Designs, and it's Dominic Davidson. And this is Window with a View. I cannot tell you how many times I've looked at this pattern and I keep going, oh, I'll get it next time, next sale, next sale. Well, finally, I'm like, just get it. You know you love it. You love all of his stuff. I have a couple of the cabins that he's done. I have a one from a scene from Italy that he did. I believe it's Venice, that I also have picked up, and I'm definitely am a collector of his patterns because I really like them. And he has patterns both on Heaven and Earth Designs and on Artisy. So do check out both sites. Some really beautiful ones out there that he's done. They're just gorgeous. I believe Noah Stitches did a Victorian house, and I think Daydream Stitcher is also doing a Victorian house from Dominic Davidson. So yeah, this is Window with a View. I love it with the book and the curtains and that stately manner, the kind of an English countryside feel to it. I think it's beautiful. And there was one more. I saw this, and I don't think I saw it on somebody's channel. I believe I saw it on Instagram that somebody picked it up. And I hadn't seen it before, and I just fell in love with the beautiful array of colors, all the different birds in it. So this is called Everything So Beautiful by Alan Giana, and it's Giana. So hopefully I'm pronouncing it correctly, and if I'm not, I apologize. So yeah, Alan Giana, Everything So Beautiful. Just look at all the colors. I mean, I think it's gorgeous. Again, not sure when I'm going to start it, but it's in my plans to, it's on my wish list to start one of these days. So that's all I have for you for WIPs and plans and haul. So I guess we should do a giveaway, huh? I love doing giveaways. It makes me happy. It does. It makes me happy. And as I've mentioned before, when I hit 1,000, I've got a few giveaways lined up. A couple fun ones, maybe a silly one. Yeah, we'll see. Alright, so sorry for the crinklies. So my giveaway today is fabric. And this is 32 count linen. It's opalescent. It is 18 by 27. It's from Be Stitch Me, and it's called Cosmos. Wait till you check out these colors. Whee! Look at that. And I think you can see the sparkle in it too. So all the edges are serged on this, and it's just, look at it. It's so pretty. So I'm going to say, if you want to be entered in the drawing for this, don't say giveaway, don't say prize. Make sure you're over the age of 18, and I will ship this anywhere. It's fabric, so it's really light, so it's not going to be very expensive to send anywhere. And use the word cosmos in a sentence. C-O-S-M-O-S. Yeah, look at that. This is a fun one. So again, we'll do the rules real quick again. Make sure you don't say giveaway or win or prize, anything like that. And use the word cosmos, C-O-S-M-O-S. And again, it is 32 count opalescent linen, and it's 18 by 27 piece. Now I will draw the winner in my next video. And I'm kind of going to go off of your comments below regarding when I'm going to be doing my floss tubes. I don't mind doing them on weeknights at all, and weekends, whatever is convenient. I just noticed that I am getting out and doing things more on the weekends, than I have been since basically COVID started. And consistency matters. Thank you, EJ from Sunshine Stitches. So I am very happy to, rather than skipping a Saturday video and then having to come back a few days later to do it, to stick to one night every other week, on a weeknight, I should say. I'm losing my train of thought. It's been a day. Cosmos. I want to thank all of you for joining me today. I really appreciate it. And thank you for dropping by on my not so usual Flosstube day, Flosstube filming day. And this is my first time recording at evening, so I'm hoping that the lighting comes out well. It's showing up great here on the camera, but you know, you never know until you actually upload it onto YouTube sometimes what it really looks like. Thanks for joining me. I will see you in 2 weeks. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. And have fun doing whatever stitching you want to do this month. Whether you're doing Stitchmania, doing a whole bunch of new starts, doing minis. Have a great time with it. Have fun stitching. And I will see you soon. Bye, everybody.